Welcome to the first episode of Project I Will. I'm super excited about this. I know that we're going to impact a lot of people's lives. We're going to change lives. You're going to change people's lives around you, and this is what it's all about, right? I know we're living in a hectic type of era, right? And it's always, there's no time, right? We never have time to do things, but we definitely need to invest some time in ourselves, right? We need to make, our best efforts to become the best person possible. Also to try to make the people around us better as well, especially nowadays with our youth, right? We definitely need to guide them in the right direction. We really need to get them on the right path, educational wise, their environment, their peers. I mean, it's real, right? These young kids are going through some tough times, and we're here to help, right? We really want to guide them in the right direction. And that being said, I really do appreciate you taking some time from your day, and I do appreciate you taking that next step, right? Because for you to actually even make those changes, you have to believe in yourself, right? You have to believe that change is possible, that you are capable of making those switches and those changes in your life. And this is the first time we're doing Monday conversations. So thank you, and sit down, relax, and let's have this talk. So you might be asking yourself, how can I make myself better? How can I start believing in myself? What I did when I was trying to make that switch and trying to make that change in my life is I started focusing on the things that I was good at, right? I started focusing on the things that I've been doing, pretty much all my life, and I started focusing on that. And you trust yourself with the things you're good at, right? Which you actually do with confidence, and then that confidence leads back to you believing in yourself, right? So it's just like this big cycle. You start doing the things you're good at, you're confident because you know what you're doing, and you start believing in yourself, right? You start believing that you can do it, and that you are capable of doing it. So when I was actually making those changes, this helped me because, I didn't focus too much on the things I was not good at, right? I was focusing on the things I was good at and building that self-esteem, right? Building that self-confidence. So when I was doing it this way, this was really helping me. So it actually even gave me the confidence to take on new things that I really wasn't comfortable with. So I was starting to get out of my comfort zone, and when you get out of your comfort zone, that's when you start growing, right? That's when you start taking on new abilities that you never knew you had. And you might even be asking yourself, hey Jay, but what about, these things I'm not good at? Well, you know what? I'll tell you this. Stop focusing on those things, right? Start taking baby steps, right? We can't start running unless we learn how to crawl, right? So start taking these baby steps. Don't worry about the things you're not good at. Eventually, if you decide in the long run that you want to start focusing on the things that you're not good at, or you want to better things in some areas, and you can start doing that. But in the meantime, just take it easy. Just take one day at a time, right? They say Rome was not built in one day, but they were putting bricks down every hour. So just focus on that, right? Just focus on yourself and the things you're good at, so you can build that confidence. And remember, when you feel confident, you know that you walk with a different beat. Your chest starts poking out, and that's what we want, right? We want you to walk around with your head up. We want you to walk around feeling confident in yourself. So start taking on those small tasks. Start doing the things that you're good at, so you can build that confidence. Remember, the only way for you to grow, the only way for you to start taking yourself to the next level, being a better person, is by taking on those small tasks. So taking on those small tasks is definitely going to get you to that other side. Also, get to know yourself a little bit better, right? We're always so caught up in our day-to-day that we kind of lose sight of who we really are, right? And the best way for you to find out what you want in life, where you want to go, what is your next step, is knowing yourself. What do you really want? Dig deep down inside and find out what you really want for your life. Like, you can't depend on other people to tell you that. You can get advice, you can sit down with someone and have a good conversation, but you really need to know what you want, right? Your mom's not gonna be able to tell you, your dad, your guidance counselor, your principal, your friends. No one is going to tell you what you really want. They could give you advice. You could ask for feedback also, to ask them, what do they think about what you're good at or what you're not good at, or where can you improve? These are things that these external people can help you with. But when it comes down to it, you're the one that has to decide what you really want. Also, another thing you have to do is you have to start eliminating all these negative things around you, right? Eliminate any negative energy that is in your life right now. Unfortunately, sometimes it's going to hurt. Sometimes it's going to take a little bit more effort to do it, right? Because maybe that negative energy are your friends, right? And you love your friends, but you know that they're always, bringing you down the wrong road. You know that they're always, doing things, and then you do it because you don't want to feel left out. And I get it, right? I was there. You need to remove all this negative energy from your life. Spend some time doing things you like. Spend some time doing the things that make you smile, right? That make you whole. If it's spending time with your family, or if it's you just sitting down and reading a book, or watching some movies, or whatever it is, right? So just spend some time just to get some positive energy around you. But just remember that right now you need to, get to know yourself. You need to be self-aware, right? Self-awareness is going to be essential in anyone's growth, right? It could be an adult or a teenager. It doesn't matter. When you know yourself and you know where you want to go and what you want for your life, then you kind of have a clear direction of where you want to get to. See, me personally, when I was growing up, I really didn't have a direction, right? I was always so caught up in the moment. I was always so caught up in, trying to be with my friends and, not paying attention in school. I really didn't know who I was. I was always struggling to find out who I was, right? And it wasn't, unfortunately, I guess, right? It wasn't until I was older that I found out who I really was, right? I am fortunate that I was able to find out who I really was, because, there are people out there that are still trying to find themselves, and, they are a little bit, up there in age. But, it's something that is really essential, right? And like I said, I was, walking through life not knowing who I was. I was always, not pretending, right? But I was always just doing what everyone else did, right? I was always so caught up in the moment. I didn't stop to think, man, what does Jay want? What do I want for my life? So please just take some time for yourself. Find out who you really are. All right, so this leads us to the gem of the day. No one in this life is going to be able to tell you what you want or what you need. That change, that initial fire, that initial spark needs to come from you. You're the only one that's going to be able to decide for your life where you want to head. No one in your life is going to be able to make that decision for you. Your happiness it really comes down to you. What you want for your life comes down to you. Self-awareness is going to play a major part in your life. Right now, you really don't see it, and I get it, because you're trying to find out who you are. You really don't know who you are yet, but right now, you need to find out what you want for your life. You can ask for guidance. You can ask for advice, for feedback. You go to your parents. You can go to your principal, whoever you need to go to. But just keep in mind that the final decision is going to be up to you. You need to have that initial thought that you want to change, that you want something new in your life, that you just don't want to be running in circles and having the same results, right? If you feel that, then you can go and get that advice. You can go get that guidance. But just remember that final decision is yours and only yours. And that's the day that your life starts to change. That's the day that your life starts to get clarity, right? And don't get me wrong, life is still going to throw lemons at you, and life is still going to be hard at times. But your ability to believe in yourself and believe that you could do it is going to overpass that, right? You're going to overcome all the obstacles that are thrown in life, right? We all do. We all have overcome obstacles. Look at me. The things I've been through in my life, I would have never thought I would be here talking with you guys and giving you guys advice about, how to go about things and how to get clarity and how to try to find yourself. So believe in your ability to do it, and believe that you are going to be able to overcome anything. Remember, everything starts by you believing. I hope this was helpful. Like I said, these are things that I've done in my life that have guiding me in the right direction. I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna give my all every single time. I appreciate you taking the time to actually hear me out, to see if these things that we do here at Project That Will can change your life or even guide you in the direction that you need to go, right? And right now, just never stop believing in yourself. Remember, when you start believing in yourself, that's when things start to change.